A person I don't recognise, so if anyone knows them, shout out. Victor Freitos? Is that how you pronounce that? Regidrago versus Miraidon? Back, there was an invasion of flies, so I had to clean the kitchen. Understandable. You're just in time for round 5? Round 4 ended as a tie, I believe. Unless there was a gentleman's in play. Those prizes look kind of terrible for the for Victor. Not too bad for Stéphane. I think Stéphane's are okay. I'm assuming it's Miraidon, but we don't know. It's a weird unspoken rule, isn't it, that you go bottom from top for prizes. I might start going top to bottom just to confuse people. I won't remember to do that. It's too much effort. So did Stéphane came second, didn't he, NAIC? Didn't win, if I remember right. Or pick them at random. No, because that's when you get accused of cheating. So I think it is Miraidon with Raikou in the active. This is actually a really good counter deck to Regidrago because it can hit that 220, especially if you fill that board out. But your attackers here are, wow, Kyurem and Dragapult going straight away. Your attackers here are definitely Raikou and Miraidon. Also, loving the sleeves on Victor. They're so nice. Top to bottom in columns instead of rows. True. The Tetris prize pull. Why does Raikou, zoomed in like that, look like he's saying, come on, let me go to the shops. I've got pocket money. Well, Regidrago, I know you can't see Regidrago, but Regidrago's just like, bleh. I think like they've zoomed in a little bit more because the EX cards don't sit like that. Oh, okay. They were talking about Haxorus like it was in the list. I got really excited then. Because that would be relevant in this matchup, because Haxorus would hit for the DTE KOs if DTE gets played. Squawker Bob? Go on, fill that bench out. The thing I always find fascinating about Squawkabilly and Luminion at the moment is it enables 3 prize knockouts through Iron Hands. But like, in a matchup like this, in a deck like this, you wouldn't necessarily want to have a 3 prize knockout because they don't play any single prizes to like make up that last prize. So you may as well just stick to the 2-2-2. Pheasant Skibbity, we've got Fire Energy, Energy Switch, Nest Ball. Not too bad. I didn't see any supporters, unless I'm being stupid. Is that Drago V-Star? Yeah, because you can't risk it being on the one in the active if it gets KO'd. Fleet-footed straight away. More energy. I don't know. There's nothing too exciting in the hand. I assume there's going to be Forest Seal. Nest Ball. And you could Nest Ball for a Squawkabilly here, depending on the hand. Prices are okay. Didn't see the hand properly to like be able to tell what's going on. So Pheasantipity in there as well. Blood Moon, of course. Blood Moon's kind of awkward to use in this matchup because like where are you getting that extra 20 damage from? I mean, granted, it does clear the Terrapagus, the Tiamat Gogobon, but I don't know. I just like hitting numbers. Schmack, you know what I mean? I see what you do. You hit 260, the Blood Moon goes down, and then you use the Iron Hands. Take 3 prizes. Yeah, Nest Ball for Miraidon makes sense. Was Forest Seal the grab? It was the grab. Too busy peeping chat, not paying attention to the game.
It is, and if you're feeling cheeky, one of them can be a Miraidon, so you use Miraidon to search Miraidon and a lightning Pokemon, and then use a second Miraidon to search...
Remember when that was like the main way people played Miraidon? It was like Miraidon for Miraidon something else, Miraidon for something, just filled the bench of electric Pokemon. And now you're like, no, I need room for this and that and this and this. Hey, yo, is that Raichu?
But right now, if we have a look, Stéphane's going...
God, Raichu and Raikou are so awkward being 200 HP.
I need to set up to KO Regidrago, V and V Star. What's the best...
Because you need that lightning start with this deck, otherwise Regidrago, especially Dragapult is already in the discard, starts catching up so quickly. I assume we've kept it off the Raikou, so if we find Rescue Board, we can retreat the Raikou. GLC question. I have no idea then. What happens if you escape rope into a fracture with unnerve ability that says it's unaffected by items or supporters? Escape rope into a fracture with unnerve ability that says it is unaffected by items or supporters. I have no idea. To be absolutely honest with you, I have no idea. I'd say the unnerve ability is... I know what escape rope does, I just don't know what the interaction is. I assume that is an item affecting... I assume you don't switch. Yeah, that's a huge Miraidon turn. I assume you wouldn't switch because it's not affected. It says your opponent switches first. I'm going to be honest, I don't know the interaction well enough. Unless that affects standard, I'm never going to take the time to educate myself on it. It does have the Pheasantipity though, so there's plenty of draw options here. Lovely arm shot, Stéphane there.
With a start like this, Stéphane only needs to KO one V-Star to win the game. And Raichu's like, it's alright, I got you, bro. Yeah, you're right, Raichu, a fantastic attacker, that dynamic spot doing 60.
To be honest, I don't like my board state at the moment if I'm Victor, because Miraidon's cleaning up so much of the board. You can get more Ogopons, you've got the V-Star, so you can attack this turn potentially.
Available. You discard top 7 cards of your deck, and you grab any 2 cards you like from the discard pile. One of the game's most best V-Star abilities. Yeah, it's really good for consistency, and it's one of you're not playing Regidrago V-Star for the ability. You're not playing it for Legacy Star. You're playing it.
The Miraidon doesn't necessarily, in the current board state, get knocked out this turn either.
Any other V-Star power you have to use in the
I think you
hand.
could potentially aim for the Prime Catcher into Raichu, knock that out with a Dragapult, and spread damage counters 2-2-1. Miraidon, Raikou. It's probably got to be the way. One energy switch, one man. Oh, there's 2 energy switches though. We do need to retreat the Teal Mask. Yeah, you've got everything there for a Regidrago attack.
Well, it looks like there is, and then we draw another energy. And this is one of the things this deck does. You keep attaching energy with your Teal Dance ability, and every time you attach an energy, you draw a card. It's one of the few decks that we've seen in years that plays a full 4 energy switch. Yeah. So you can take the energy off of the...
He's definitely got the attack, it's just deciding what to do with it. Because I don't know what dragons are in the discard. I've only seen Kyurem and Regidrago. Sorry, Dragapult. It's a lot of grass energy. So I love that we call it grass energy and the symbol's a leaf. Surely it should be leaf energy. The interesting thing that Regidrago's got at the moment is, with Academy at Night being in play, when you use Regidrago V-Star's attack, you could put a dragon onto the top of the deck first, and then discard it. That's pretty cool.
I'm thinking Raichu here. If Raichu can have a big, you need 2 more energy, assuming Nimraidon's still there at the end of the turn. You need 2 more energy onto Raichu.
30, 60, 90, 120, 150, 180, 210. Yeah, it's knockout Miraidon. Wow. That's a line I didn't see.
Myriad Leaf Shower here. Oh, we are go. Okay, that's gone on Red Drago.
I did not see that line at all. That's really smart.
Total. That should be enough, shouldn't it?
I think it is. 30 plus 30 beach energy attached to both active Pokemon.
8 times 3 is 24.
There we go. That Myriad Leaf.
It seems very aggressive. Like, there's a lot of grass energy being used, but I get it.
Drago perfectly on the bench, and I think we do see that Myriad Leaf Shower.
That's so good, actually.
And all of a sudden, the pendulum of power has swung back. Stéphane Ivanoff currently has
The thing is, if Stéphane gets a full bench, that Raikou can attack, but the problem is the Raikou's now in the active.
Raikou is happy. 2 full benches. Raikou hits 220.
And you can only manual attach, you can't thingy to it.
All you need is to hit 1 energy
Generator to it.
of a electric generator onto a Raikou, attach per turn, and your return.
I don't think putting the Raikou in the active was smart here.
As long as he's able to then respond. Stéphane took the first one.
Like, if you put anything else in the active there,
This is true. This is very true.
you could generate,
Raikou is
and then...
active, so won't be able
Yeah, 'cause you got Arven in hand. You could have gone Arven, Generator, Rescue Board,
to lightning one.
retreated what was in the active, hope you double hit, if not, hit a manual. Then the Raikou can attack and hit for knockout. I think that was a bit of a misplay putting the Raikou in the active, though.
You know what, Ross? They're my favourite kind of games, I'll be honest.
They can be fun. I would not expect to see
Again, I am very aware that quite often I'll watch this kind of thing happen, then in 2 turns go, oh, right, that's why they did that.
the way to hit
But you know what I mean.
above 90. Oh, now Iron Hands. I mean,
I don't
for those of you that can't
like the Iron Hands
he's pointing at
in this
Iron
matchup.
Hands, and then he's pointing at Squawkabilly, and then he's pointing at Iron Hands, and then he's
Because
pointing at
I don't think there's any real benefit to going to 3 prizes. You still need to take a 2-prize knockout after. Victor's not going to look at the board state and go, I need to put a Greninja down. You know what I mean? It doesn't seem like the right play. It gets you 1 more prize card. I get that. That makes sense. But it doesn't help the prize map itself.
generator hitting the board.
Yeah, there we go. You can see it there. Electric generator. We're going to see another 2 energy hits here. Look at top 5. Attach up to 2 lightning energy. You find there 1, and was that 2?
That's a double hit, Shay.
Ooh.
I just don't think that's right.
Of electric is being generated here in our round 5 feature.
I'm guessing, yeah, Miraidon is the play.
Miraidon.
Then you
I suppose it stops you from having to fill the board out as well. Like, there is a logic there.
is a good one. Yeah. And this is what I love about the Miraidon decks. You've got a lot of options. One of the
Is there
things we see
do you have a
with
second generator here, or can you manually attach?
Academy at night, meaning that you hit double off
Yeah, there's a
electric
manual attach, okay.
much more easily.
So you go board and then whatever item you think's appropriate.
Miraidon has traditionally been a kind of once
Nest
per
ball?
game, twice if you're lucky kind of thing, while you rely on things like your 2
So it could be Nest Ball for Fez and Dippity.
Yeah, and I think
Yep.
it's actually a fantastic meta read, right? Yeah, as we see cards like Pheasantipity and Tilmusk, Ogerpon.
Man, Miraidon's a very interesting choice in a Regidrago meta.
That cannot evolve. And that is where Miraidon
But I look at
such an
all the work that's going into this play for Miraidon,
them decent hit
and then I go,
and can set up the
but Raging Bolt is better.
what if
It just feels so much better.
Pheasantipity getting benched, and then we
I'm not saying it's less work, but I feel like it has better matchups.
You saw our caster predictions early, Shay.
I suppose Miraidon has a better Lugia matchup than Raging Bolt does.
No excuse for
Which is
not
probably the logic.
Miraidon, though, and we see the chaos.
Victor did not look happy about that knockout.
Ogerpon. And here's the thing. Stéphane now 1-2 prize KO from winning this game.
and has that Raichu as that just everything button. As long as there's enough energy around there in play. Worth noting as
I
well
think
is
the Raikou might be key for this knockout.
Raikou, so that's going to be a free retreat pivot for the rest of the game.
Although, if you can go Raichu double attach Squawk, that's game as well. That'll work.
Turn off there with a nice
I just don't think the Iron Hands being down is necessary.
take eyes up that iron bundle.
It's based on a slightly different ruling on the compendium, but I think whoever doesn't have a block for the ability still switches. Yeah, I think the logic with Escape Rope would be your opponent switches first. They choose the switch, like they choose what switched first, right? It doesn't have to be switched for you to then Escape Rope. I think. I don't know. Again, it's not something I'm putting a lot of like thought into.
Become so much of
Bundle?
So much of a threat here.
Yeah, that's like 180 damage straight off the bat if no other energy or attack probably. Then you'd have to have another 2 to attack with the dynamic spark. So we're looking at a high damage output there.
If you bundle resets Miraidon, I don't like this, because if Stéphane's got a boss's orders, then you just win by putting the Miraidon back in the active, surely. You got more draw off Fizz and Skibidi as well.
Yeah, and you do of course need one more energy for Red Dragon.
I think Stéphane's got this.
Quite got enough energy to attack yet. Yep.
It depends what resources are still available. Did we see a boss hit the discard? Don't think we did.
Are we gonna see some trickery here? Because I'm wondering, like we saw
There was no Noivern, was there, in the discard?
Right. One of the issues with that was it took 4 energy rather than 3 onto Red Dragon. And obviously at this point,
I'm not sure about this.
you have to have your 280 Pokemon in the active. Yeah. You can't leave 220 there anymore. For sure. But what attack are you copying? It's gonna have
See, this is where Haxorus would go absolutely crazy, because it'll hit for like 230 to knock out the Miraidon, which I think is far more important than trying to take out anything else on the bench right now.
being played. Victor will get 4. Stéphane will get 2.
because Kyurem doesn't
2, yes, but draw 3 plus Fez and Skibidi 3 more. Like, it's a hand of 6 still. That's still decent. Has he discarded Bolt? Yeah, I haven't seen Bolt hit the discard. I play Haxorus with a 230. Yeah, I like the Haxorus here.
Not there yet. Oh, this could be a very, very impactful legacy. There's no other way to spin the deck right now.
So yeah, you have to go for a knockout here on Miraidon.
The Hyper Blower being activated and just try and carry something. But you're right, those 3 energies.
Hyper Blow does keep you in the prize race, that's granted, but a boss's orders is game if you don't knock out this Miraidon. I don't know how many generators have been used. I think only 2? Maybe 3? I said that very wishfully. Academy at night. Smart.
10 cards we discard with legacy? Oh, 7. How many cards are left in deck for Victor?
Ooh, that's a fair point, actually.
Are we late enough in the game that discarding the top 7 cards of the deck could end up getting rid of too many things or getting too close to backing out?
Yeah, there's no Bolt. I don't know if we've seen any dragons discarded since the Dragapult, actually. The Dragapult and the Kyurem at the start. Yeah, Dragapult and the Kyurem. I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's a loss here, this turn, because now you need to reset the Miraidon. There was no KO, so Fezandipity isn't working. So that's probably the best case scenario. They can retreat and switch back in, potentially, but you need the attach and you need the switch. Attach switch also doesn't win the game, but you still need quite a few bits. Can't see the hand at all with this new UI, which is kind of annoying. Did Victor discard energy? No? I don't think so.
Stéphane, what have you got? 1.
Ah.
Just the one. Okay.
That's a start, right?
So manual retreats. If you've got a switch, I don't know that you go for that.
Speaking, when players are shuffling, not slamming down the cards onto the table, they don't have it yet.
No. And worth noting
The advantage Stéphane has is he's got time, because he's still got Victor's still got 4 prizes left to take. We go for a Fleet Feet. Yeah, Lightning Rondo is as good as anything else right now.
I do think we're going to probably just hit here and remember.
What was that? Prime Catcher.
No. The awkward hand shuffle. Oh, the Prime Catcher goes so hard. I didn't even think about the Prime Catcher. That's so good. Yeah, no, these pull.
Oh, that came out of nowhere, that did. It really did.
Yo, Decidueye, my boy. Talonflame, my other boy. Fleet Foot for Prime goes so hard. Scripted. That was so good. Like I say, yeah, you can afford to sacrifice the Raikou at that point and save the Miraidon.
Win next turn, but then you've fleet-footed, you draw the Prime Catcher. Like
Fleet feet for Prime Catcher. That's so crazy.
That was honestly the one card that could get him out of that scenario, and it came up clutch.
Now he's not thinking. If he'd used Arven earlier in the game for Prime Catcher.
It's best of 3. One good thing about this matchup is that
Oh, Victor's already 301 as well. They're already going like
plenty of time for a game two.
up pairs, down pairs.
Currently right now in our round 5 feature match, Stéphane Ivanoff is 1-0. Let's have a look at some of his key plays.
1-0.
Yeah, let's have a look at some of these key plays. That turn 1 KO with Maridon on Regidrago. Absolutely phenomenal. We saw the speed.
Yeah, that first turn went crazy.
Early on. Victor, I'm hoping we're going to see the gigantic Teal Mask Ogre Bond return KO. That was absolutely huge here. There we go. But Stéphane had enough to finish off.
Yeah, committing that much energy to Teal Mask. It's a weird matchup because like I always thought about this with Maridon versus Mew VMAX. Well, like theoretically, as long as you're hitting what you need to hit and getting boss and etc., like you can just KO the support Pokemon and never go after the attackers.
What a game one that was.
Right, I'm going to throw some maths at you for a second, Shay, alright? We had
It feels this way in this matchup as well. That you can knock out a Regidrago, which helps being able to knock out Regidrago V. But like just Prime catching slash bossing around for the Ogapons is so good, especially if they fill out their bench and you've got the option to fill yours out. Like the Raikou takes the KOs.
Oh, they will be happy, but we're into game 2 here.
Kyurem in the active,
Prime Catcher and 1 electric generator.
and Victor's chosen to go second.
On the other side, I have Dragapult prize and Temple of
Yikes! What's in the hand? Is that research? Because we're researching Ultra Ball.
We'll have another one. Worth noting that the lead here, though, looks like Stéphane is starting.
It's 130 on the Kyurem, isn't it? So potentially you can see a 2 prize turn on Kyurem if Zapdos 9 hands are in play.
That is a hard Pokemon to get out of the active.
I've heard, and I don't know how much I believe it. I've heard some people telling me Kyurem is not an auto include in Regidrago because of the difficulty of potentially starting with it.
Yeah, it's why I like rate Penny
Right now, we're
in Regidrago,
practice.
especially with running Raging Bolt as well. Like just being able to penny them up and get them out of the active is really helpful.
Bad starter, but you've then got to either give up a prize or work really hard to get it into the discard pile.
Now, why would you put down an
Vast majority
Iron Bundle here? You want to keep the Kyurem in play, surely.
is an argument I've heard.
As we do see that an Ultra Ball being played there to grab the Iron Bundle and energy.
Riker, I just saw your screenshot that you sent me. Yes, I also don't understand how they're seeing it.
It didn't look too great.
It's a very small screen.
And then we do see the Squawk and see 6 new cards there for Stéphane. Tell you what, this hand's looking, it starts looking quite good. Do see some double turbo energy, a basic energy. I think that might be it. We're going to see a concealed
Do do
card.
do 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 do. Sorry, it's peeping Twitter real quick.
Worth noting, Stéphane just discarded a boss and drew into the other 2. So all the boss available this game are in Stéphane's hand, and Prime Catcher is front.
Yikes.
So keep a little bit of an eye on Stéphane's hand. I wouldn't expect to see something like well, basically they're going to be protected in the hand is what I'm saying here. We're not going to see them getting discarded. We kind of need them. So Victor's had a bad start, but it does look like we're using Ultra Ball on... Is that Dragapult? Oh, so the second Dragapult already hit in the discard.
You've got to get a Regidrago here because you need to get them established. Not having Prime Catch is going to suck, but having Boss is pretty good. Like if Stéphane can get a solo Regidrago down turn 2, then they're going to be in a fantastic position.
Yeah, we see this all the time from players, good players, a lot.
I suppose you don't even necessarily need the boss. If they can only put down Regidrago... I mean, I get the bundle now. I think you can go for a knockout with anything basically with Maridon. I assume we're going to see more on the bench, not just Regidrago. But like, if that is the situation, the bundle's going to go to town. Second V-Star. That's brave. Is there a rescue carrier in the deck? Like, you don't want to be using Legacy Star to get V-Stars back.
There is also Night Stretcher.
Night Stretcher, yes, that's the one.
This deck. to have some in the deck, some in the discard, so then all of your searching options for them are live when you need them.
Yeah. Okay. If Night Stretcher's in, then it's not too bad.
Night Stretcher is now in the discard pile.
Yes.
Okay, so you can get an Ogerpon, you can get another V down. So Victor's not in a terrible position here. It's not brilliant, but it's not too bad. There is a Night Stretcher there in deck as well. So it's not too bad losing the 2. I just never feel comfortable seeing 2 in the discard, especially that early. And you're just hoping you find recovery.
Gives them a turn to set up. Yeah. You have a turn, and this deck is not taking prizes turn 1. No. And then Freitos still gets to try and take the first prize, except they've had kind of a setup.
Now this is an interesting game.
So,
I think what you need to do is get all 4 Ogerpon down.
you are not able to take
Get energy on all of them. Energy switch it all to one of the Ogerpon. Manual attach. Knock out the Squawkabilly. That would knock out the Squawkabilly, which is quite funny. That's such a commitment. Is that 2 research in hand? 2 research, 2 switch? Energy switch? Yikes. It's not great, is it?
Radiant Charizard. Not great now, but Radiant Charizard will just get a very clean one-hit KO onto a Miraidon. You only need 1 fire energy, and then it's 4 colorless, reduced by the prize cards your opponent.
I didn't really think about the Radiant Charizard. I suppose going for a 3 prize knockout of Iron Hands isn't the worst idea when Radiant Charizard exists. Okay.
So it could be, I mean, it's certainly a lot cheaper than Tealmask Ogerpon was last game.
It also gives another option to bring up to the active when if bundle gets used as well. So you don't have to bring up 2 prizes now.
They have to get the Kyurem. Then they have to get the Radiant Charizard. Then they have to get 2. Well, that's 4 KOs instead of 3 Shay.
Okay. There's definitely options there. Squawkabilly's not going to go down now, let's be honest. So that idea can be removed from our brains. I don't think Victor's playing Lugia. I haven't seen it anyway.
Yeah, that's a good point there. Getting 2 one-prize Pokemon down to force Stéphane to have to be KO.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Oh, again, lovely deck. Look at excuse me. Having a lovely, nice look at Stéphane's deck there. Boom, nailed it. And just getting a good look.
Vegetable generator? It's got to be.
See exactly what's available. Little treat for
We've got a manual attach, so the generator only needs to hit 1. You'd rather have 2, but it makes Squawkabilly the pivot as well, which is probably fine. You'd rather have Raikou as your pivot, but
if you see a Miraidon player playing an Arven, they're going for an electric generator. They cannot help themselves, and I don't blame them.
I mean that's just what you're grabbing, right? Like it's the main crutch of the deck.
This is not the game I want to play if I'm Stéphane. Nick's doing a really good job.
I do love the commentators, but the way they act like it's a like even sarcastically a shocking surprise that they've gone after a specific card is always weird. 4, 5. And we can't see. Just the 1, which is fine.
Only 1 copy of a basic lightning energy there. Not bad, not bad. We'll take it as boys. Better than none.
So we're not seeing a boss. We don't have Prime Catcher. I don't think you want to knock out the Kyurem unless no, you're not. You can't go for the Iron Hands knockout on either the Charizard or the Kyurem.
That is not what you're looking for here.
Do you see rescue board? I wonder if I want to see a motivate potentially. No, we are going to see the base Genji attached to the base.
Are we going for the attack?
Stéphan has to take prizes here. You've got to do it.
Oh, or not. Maybe he does. He's going to opt to leave Iron Bundle in the active. I like this.
Yeah, that makes more sense. They're about to clear that hand before they research. That's kind of cool.
You have to take prizes, and Stéphane's like, no, I don't.
Refuse to take prizes. I'm 1-0 up. I don't need to take prizes.
What this is telling me is Stéphane is going to ignore the Radiant Charizard, which is a risky play. Yeah. Because it means that Victor essentially just.
The thing is, that is now a full board on both sides, or full bench on both sides. So the Raikou can come into play later. Which is pretty good, actually.
Awkward, honestly. I can see what Stéphane's doing, and I like it. The prize map 2-2-2 is better. But it does leave you in an awkward situation where you kind of have to just let Victor have the Radiant Charizard.
Somebody out the door, BRB.
If you're going to do a 4 KO prize map, then you need to start last turn.
We did see an energy switch there being played. Going to get energy onto the Reggie Drago. Ooh, there is no Reggie Drago V-Star in that hand there, Ross.
There is not. Remember, there's only one available in the deck.
We do have Till Dance still being able to be used here, but tell you what, they're going to have to be, these Oakmon are going to have to do some good dance moves to get Victor out of this. What was that? It was
Nothing exciting.
got one more use of
We both just peeked at the door and went,
I love poor Lucha, but that's not the right time for it to come out.
think it's a salesman.
did join to his one copy of Switch.
We try our best to ignore the door.
It's HelloFresh. They're stalking me. I keep putting the phone down on them. They've turned up at our house.
Get lost of your intimidation agents.
Oh my god.
What have you done? Got the mafia on us?
They had vouchers, but like they weren't letting me use vouchers anymore.
Well, there's no room for Professor Dippity, so that's not going to do much. There is Holucha in the deck, but that doesn't do anything in this matchup, I don't think. I mean, I suppose it makes it like a 2-turn Dragapult knockout on Greninja. So you need a retreat, and you need the boss.
So we should have 2 in hand.
Can we get this Iron Bundle out the active? We'll do see a bait. Okay, well that works. That's going to get you out the active. And can remove 2 energy off of Reggie Drago here as well. That's
I think you've got to go for that Reggie Drago attack.
will be very
They've wasted Ninja Switch doing it as well.
yeah, boss orders is still in the hand. They can just do that. No.
So 2 bosses, and then you got to hope whatever's remaining in the active later in the game, unless you see the other boss or Prime Catcher, you have to go for him.
That boss orders being played and remove 2 energy and a Reggie Drago V. Fun play.
Yeah, I really like this play. It means that Victor has to work so hard. And I mean,
That's more for bench clearing than anything else.
oh,
I like this.
using Iron Man there.
No, don't want to hit that. I'm gonna boss orders anyway. And then
So Mew into the active, maybe? Oh, sorry, Mew on the bench?
We've all used the card to make your opponent choose a new active in the hope that they choose the one that we want.
See, the amount of times I bundled going, I hope you're stupid.
But like you say, freedom.
Not playing down the Mew, okay.
To be the Reggie Drago there. That does go and get KO. Stefan takes the first.
Put the Kieran back up a day.
Victor, any attack here is going to take a fire energy and 2 energy switch. Whether that's on a Reggie Drago V-Star, whether that's
Didn't
on
think Stefan would get the first attack off after all that, but fair play.
Thinking if I'm Victor, Stefan has given up the prize map that involves 2 1-prize Pokemon. So if I get my free energy onto a
So,
Charizard,
if the Miraidon can be reset,
wants a 2-prize KO, I might
that's
have
another
to
KO,
for the rest of the game.
and then it's whatever comes off the prizes. You need to see the Prime Catcher off the prizes.
Yep.
I don't know where it was in the list.
Bench and present Dippity EX and then use flip the script. Worth noting, Victor's top deck for the turn was Ultra Balls. He was very close to that Reggie Drago V-Star last turn, was 1 card away.
So always one card.
Superior energy retrieval being played. Discard 2 cards from your hand and then grab 4.
Giratina V-Star?
Fully discard pile.
It is quite interesting seeing like the different. I know it's like
Playing this deck, you've got your Teal Mask Ogre on the board.
kind of the same gameplay, but seeing which dragons each Reggie Drago is bringing to the board is kind of interesting. Are we going to see another Teal Mask play here?
Fire energy, we've got an energy switch at least. Do we have 2 by any chance?
I don't think there's 2 in hand, but if we do see nice stretch of Reggie Drago.
And his name
I
is John
don't
C.
think Victor's got an attack this turn, at least not a knockout. Kagoma1985, thank you very much for the follow, very much appreciated. Please raise your doos and tutorus in chat. For Kaguma, thank you very much for joining us.
I like using Combustion Blast just because
There's a one energy switch.
deal with it and then go on to an uneven prize map.
Oh, we haven't seen the V-Star yet either.
You an attack
Okay, so there is a Reggie Drago attack available.
quite nice. The downside is if you put all the energy on there and
But you're going to need to move the Reggie Drago, the Radiant Charizard as well. Oh, was that a Prime Catcher? That was a Prime Catcher in the deck. So Prime Catcher would do it, but I imagine you want to go after the Miraidon Venji on it. Because otherwise it can just respond. That's real tough.
Let's see what he does here. Yeah, we are going to see Legacy Stars. So discard top 7 cards of your deck and then grab any 2 cards you like.
There's a
from the
boss.
discard pile.
No Prime Catcher.
There's a lot of energy there. Cleffa, Ultra Ball, Nest Ball, Boss Orders, and Professor Research. But now Victor
Boss would be stupid because you just reset them a ride on.
It's going to have to be at least one of these.
Liam.
You can't move the Charizard. Pardon?
He took your leftovers.
I don't mind this at all. You need energy right now. And here's
Yeah.
the thing. Teal Mask Ogre
Yeah.
great to get
Yeah.
energy into play.
No, I just put it all in the air fryer and
Doesn't
turn
put
it
it in the
Yeah,
right
it's probably
place.
fine.
It
Just mention the
doesn't
chickens.
It
Hot enough.
can attack.
Okay,
And
what
obviously in some
time
matchups where you take a
temperature would you do?
Charizard and hit
185 minutes, see how it looks.
But in a lot of matchups,
Thank you.
it is just there as an engine. There we go.
Sorry, chat, I'm going to have to do that gross thing where I eat on stream.
The mad thing was going to happen.
Yep.
And this puts Stéphane in a very awkward situation. You KO it, but you could have kind of one prize KO a minute ago and you turned it down, so you're on an uneven prize map. Or you
Honestly,
don't KO it,
I think with like how things are going at the moment,
and just go respond with Charizard.
Yeah.
Respond with Charizard. So this is a
go for the Charizard, just eliminating the energy was probably the way. Please make sure you masticate right. Like, we want to hit the tube. No. That's not something I do. The mic goes over there and I lean over to talk. The gain is too high.
But yeah, it's really awkward. You have to deal with this Radiant Charizard.
Yeah, you can't ignore it.
Race and grab 2 more 2-prize KOs, but like you said, full bit has to do in that scenario.
How many generators have we seen so far? So just the one.
If you miss a single turn, then you swing the game back over. So it's a very, very...
Yeah, there's only been one generator used.
Yeah, this is one of those games where you're taking big 2-prize knockouts, so the theory is simple. Take the first knockout.
I mean, theoretically, you could ignore the Charizard, knock out something else, then they bring Charizard back up, then you just knock out something else.
That's kind of like taking
I think this is, if you can't
out, that's obviously taking
move the Charizard, I think you've got to deal with it with the Raikou. Give yourself the extra draw as well.
He needs to get an attacker rolling with gusting, knowing that you need the
I like the way you work it, Pheasant Dippity.
If Stéphane does get the KO, will draw that prime catcher off the prizes.
Yes. That is something to keep an eye on for sure. As I said,
God, what an
Raiden's gonna grab
awkward
the
match.
Dippity, yeah,
13 minutes, 45 seconds left on the clock.
live. Love that. Gonna get
I'd love to be able to look at Victor's
Shrouded Fable.
discard right now, because I get the feeling a lot of energy switches have been used.
At least one legend generator with
Big
it.
Bear, Big Bear.
Ursaluna. That's a very good card at taking 2 prize KOs. Well, unless it's not hit into a V-Star before.
Do we have boss? I think we still have one
Yeah,
boss
but-
orders in hand.
Have we seen Forest Seal used? We haven't seen Forest Seal used yet.
Stéphane doesn't know he's going to draw into the prime catcher off the prizes. He knows he's got a 50% chance. But I think the play here is just Blood Moon Ursaluna onto
What do you mean 50% chance? He's got a 25% chance if he's knocking out single prizes, right? Am I dumb?
Jobs are good, and now you will need 3 energy on Blood Moon Ursaluna. That's the issue.
You can't electric generator to it. So.
No.
ASMR stream.
It's almost the downside. Victor's not
You don't want that.
prizes here.
Surely, if you've got no other option, you go for a Raikou knockout on the Charizard.
It really does.
And with a full bench, you don't need much. Right, 1 energy. You need 1 energy for your Raikou here. Raikou can attack for 2.
No!
Oh, goodness. That is not the turn to whiff electric generator there. All of
Oh,
the
that sucks.
of an attack is possible here for Stéphane.
Stefan hasn't used Arven yet.
But you
Forest Seal also hasn't been used yet.
KO with a boss's orders, and then you can
So you could see 2 more generators yet.
Ursaluna, and that's the game. There's your 6 prizes.
Yeah. That's not going to be possible. I don't think there was any other electric generator in hand. I mean, you could arve them, but that means you're not...
I didn't look at Victor's hand quick enough then. I feel like there's a bit of a bluff going on here.
There's a reason Stéphane has not played as a 40 yet this turn. 'Cause you
I
want
don't
to
think,
turn on boss's
if this
orders.
Charizard goes down, I don't think Victor's got a response.
Really awkward, but
A lot of energy switches have been used.
Essentially here, you are trying to take a 1 prize KO and survive.
Yes. And that's going to be interesting. Bravery Charm forces Lost Impact to be used, but then...
I think you have to just like
energy switch there being
go for it.
used, so might be
Just take the knockout.
Apex Dragon Rolling, electric generator.
Oh!
So that's not bad, to be fair. Would have loved that to be on the first electric
Nice.
generator, but we do see 2 here off this one.
He doesn't look happy.
Yeah, it's just so annoying this game when it's
I'd be pogging off right now, I tell you.
play orders. So
Let's go! We hit the 2! Number right on?
I'm not sure you even necessarily want to do.
I mean, we could see a retreat and promotion of the Raging Queen.
I want to get a use out of the Raikou.
That's it. I think you put a one prizer active and basically play Victor at his own game.
Put the Bravery Charm on just to make a boss's orders KO on the Rhydon even harder.
I don't know about this.
What Stéphane opts to do here? You are correct. There's many different lines. We're going to see the retreat. We are going to see an attack though. Photon Blast to
Yep.
KO.
It's not a bad play by any stretch of the imagination, because what you're doing here, you're not.
You had to.
Prize,
He's got the Prime Catcher as well.
but you're hurting Victor.
Awesome.
That, like I said a minute ago, this takes all the energy off Victor's, or all but one energy off the board.
Yep.
So it means that Victor is going to.
It's going to be an awkward finish.
Get a return KO in conjunction with a Bravery Charm.
Let's definitely put him in a good position.
Instead of trying to just put a one prizer active, Stephane's gone. I don't think.
I have a mark on my
you can
screen.
hold back, and it's going to work out.
Yep. And you know, did actually take the time.
Just noticed it against the headphone. I hate doing that. I hate like looking at the screen forever. Like I'm looking at the screen all the time and then just randomly a mark.
Energy switch in hand. There's not. We need to see energy switch this.
Again, I'd love to see the.
Negotiable if Victor wants to
Okay,
attack.
pay attention to the deck. Let's see if there's any energy switches left.
Try and fin the deck. Is there even energy switch there? Is there? I don't think there is.
One.
Yeah, one.
Oh, there is
deck.
one. There is
in
one.
deck.
There is one in there. Okay.
'Cause we
Oh,
saw-
so there is. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Free INO, energy switch, Squawkabilly, Nest Ball, energy, and is that Earth Vessel?
Which one?
The one that's
Yeah.
Squawkabilly.
Yeah,
Oh no,
Vessel.
it's
That's a vessel.
yeah, it is an
It
Earth
wasn't. It
Vessel.
wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the
One switch, energy switch left. He needs to hit it.
left to play with.
Okay, so there's one energy switch there. How many energy are in hand? How many till dance have
I mean, if this Drago goes down for whatever reason,
You have to attack.
after an energy switch, that's game.
Got one in hand.
We got one in hand. Okay. So
If he doesn't hit the energy switch, I think functionally he's lost the game.
Till dance. We need to see energy switch here, folks at home. Till dance. That is not an energy switch. Oh.
He could find it though.
Goodness gracious me. Just gonna count the cards here. Oh my goodness. Obviously can use Ino here as well.
I think Ino guarantees the
You'd love to try
energy
and
switch
do
actually.
dance first, though. But let's see what Victor
Flip the
does.
script. I think with flip the script and Ino, I think it's a guaranteed
Here we go.
energy switch.
Are we gonna be till dance? He's debating.
He's certainly thinking
Oh,
about it.
here we go then, Ross. Are we gonna see it?
We
Till
need
dance.
energy switch.
Energy switch. Nest
No,
ball.
Nest Ball.
Okay. So we will have to play the Ino here, I would imagine, to try and get there. Still not. Well,
Does Victor not have access to
cards left in the deck, so it's definitely not guaranteed.
Pheasant Dippity, or am I mad?
Gonna reset Victor's hand down to 4 and Stéphane down to 3, putting both players' hand to the bottom of the deck, and they draw one for each prize card left.
And this is a classic example of why cards like INO putting cards to the bottom of your deck is so big.
Oh no! One more card!
There it is.
Oh, he
Yeah.
did it! It's the last
I think that'll be game. I don't think.
Card.
Woo! Okay.
Made us work for that. Oh, I'd Pheasant Dip.
Oh, did that present
Yeah, I was gonna say like it was guaranteed 7 cards left. He was gonna see 7 cards.
the active? But I think
Why do they do things like this?
if you want to use Lost Impact here, you have to loss zone
Oh
all of
shit,
your-
you do.
And we know that all the energy switch are being used here. That means it's going to be very hard to attack
You could
again.
you could prime catcher into the
There is an argument here to say
prime catcher into the
Billy, copy
any of
Dragon Ball,
any of Stephane's cards, retreat the Teal Mask back into the Reggie Dragon, knock that out, then the Miraidon can be knocked out next turn because it can't win next turn.
I think you're right. I don't think you can afford to Lost Impact here. I think you're right. You have to Dragon Pult and then go into Lost Impact.
resources are getting very,
Yeah, only
very slim.
2 cards left in deck. This looks of it, so
You can prime you can
was it? Oh, no, it's
prime catch the Regidrago or prime catch the Raikou into Teal Mask, retreat the Teal Mask, then use a Gudra or anything else, take the knockout, and then finish off the Miraidon next turn. Like you can afford to do that.
Ninja obviously is what I'm talking about.
Is he lost impacting?
So we are just going to see, yeah, we are just going to see the Lost Impact, KO the active.
I don't agree with that.
They go into the Lost Zone, 2 basic energy, okay.
You kind of had to, so there's no other
There was a game plan there that would have worked.
You copy Dragon Pult, put 6 damage count.
It might still be fine, but I don't think that was the right way to play it.
Which is still not in range of another Dragon Pult attack.
But on the next, so you just use Lost Impact to win the game, right? So,
Could, but then there's the energy question. You're right though.
yeah.
Is energy in hand or am I dumb? There's energy in hand. Okay.
Side of the board
I don't know. I feel like you just made this like overly complicated.
over to Stéphane. Does promote the Squawkabilly. Going to start the turn off there with the flip the script. Going to draw 3.
Iono would go pretty hard here.
There. I haven't had a chance to see what it was. Did get Iono to 3, of course. Have an electric generator, Forest Seal, Stone. Good few cards there. Arven, Switch card.
The Raichu isn't the answer here, because that removes a lot of resources off the bench. Or off the board, sorry.
Raichu in hand, but again, that's more kind of for the last KO. I mean,
You've got to go for a knockout. If you can, if it works, you've got to go Iono, Prime Catcher on the Pheasantibity, knock that out. Is there enough on... Yeah, there's enough on Victor's bench for that to work.
try and finish with a big Raichu next turn.
I can see exactly what needs to happen, but, like... I don't know that, like, there's enough resources to get it done.
Game in that regard. A lot of options here, Shay.
Really is. I mean, you've seen all 4 energy switch there being used. We know there's not a lot of energy left. Maybe he's trying to say...
Here's where you just whip out the crushing hammer.
A retreat there into a fleet-footed
Switch cart, okay.
switch cart there. Looks like it's not quite Prime Catcher in game 1 off the fleet-footed, but there's that Forest Hill Stone available and electric generator and a basic energy in hand. So plenty of options here for Stéphane.
I think Miraidon is, like, what's needed here. Miraidon Iono is, like, what's needed. Did he Arven? Did I miss that?
Now,
Yeah.
so the chance of getting a game
Well, support has been used either way.
very quick.
I don't think Stéphane can win from here.
Very slim. So it really is very big at this stage as to what we want. Like Stéphane needs to try
Prime
and
catch to
do,
cure him.
here we do
Oh, is he trying to get it stuck?
Remember, there was a turn earlier in the game he could have had the Kyurem and chose not to.
Are we going to potentially see a boss's order and say, you've got 2 cards left in deck, I've seen you play Switch, I don't think you can move this Kyurem. Is that what we're going
The Prime Catcher's not been used, pal. Surely you know that.
It's a risky strategy.
And we're going to see a Motivate as well. I like this. Motivate, grab 2 basic energy from the discard pile and attach them to your bench Pokemon.
Just the flash of energy Prime Catcher. What a way to win the game. That's so good.
We are going to see some fun play from the players. Look, especially with Rhino, it's a deck that can go
So,
very, very fast.
this is going to be very interesting game 3 because there's a world where Drago just gets donked.
It is going to take quite a lot for one of these players to wrap this up.
This is going to be a very interesting finish.
Really is, but I tell you what we saw in game 1, Rhino took that first big KO. It's definitely possible. And Reggie Drago is
God, this is going to be close.
it's possible.
Pardon?
Let's see what happens.
Let's have it here.
Take 2 prizes before time's called.
Why did you put a face?
You will get 2 more turns. So if you can take 2 prizes before time's called, that gives you 2 turns to take 2 more 2-prize knockouts.
This is going to be a very close game.
6. Yep, that is how many prize cards you need to take to win a game in the Pokemon.
You've got to go
That's the goal.
second,
Not
right?
winning before time is called. It is taking 2 prizes before time is called. You do that, you're in a decent position.
Really are. So let's see. Both players are drawing their cards. Looks like Victor has a basic Pokemon. Stéphane, I think, has mulliganed twice here.
Go second. Hope you just hit the nuts. Knock out the solo Ogerpon in the active.
Let's see what happens here. I wonder.
Sign the, shake my hand, sign the slip.
Maybe second, right?
I would be very, very tempted to go second here.
Yeah.
And it's risky. You don't always get a
You don't even be tempted. I think you just want to go second.
Takes 1 turn. Either go fast turn, take
Miraidon always wants to go second anyway.
2 more turns to try and win the game.
I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. I feel like Miraidon going second here is correct.
Looks like Stéphane has got a basic Pokemon this time. So in the game, our game 3 is about to start here.
Who's going first?
Round 5 feature match here, the 2024 World Championships.
Antoine,
Anytime today, boys.
Excuse me, Antoine. There is another French player, the lovely Antoine Boulet, who is also playing Miraidon in this tournament. It's easy to
Yeah, he's gone second. Okay.
This is Stéphane, who is choosing
Greninja Open isn't great, but it is a single prize retreater and it gets you some search.
It's definitely live right now as Victor.
Oh, that hand's awful.
Drago V, so that will be a 2-5
That hand did not look good at all.
active, as Stéphane has
My
led
God,
the way.
so much chicken.
So that camera's
Thank you.
on now,
There's only
so
one
that
chicken,
camera's
actually.
Can I have a knife and fork, please? Thank you.
get out of
My wonderful girlfriend has sorted out my lunch.
comfortable there for Reggie.
We got chicken, we got chips, we got a hash brown, we got doner meat.
But it
I had what I call a poop box yesterday, and it's not for what you think it is. It's just a load of crap that like is delicious. Thank you. Huh? Kaya says it's grim. I think it's delicious. So, and I apologize. I will have to eat on stream, but it is what it is.
Stéphane, you have 1 minute. End the turn on a KO before time is called. I know I'm asking a lot, but that is how you
That hand is horrible.
winning this match rather than getting a tie. You have 45 seconds to complete your turn and KO that Regidrago.
Is there any way to get the Forest Seal somewhere?
Electric generator in hand and a Forest Hill Stone, but I have no way of getting a Pokemon to use. I think it's gonna have to do a Squawk and see getting rid of those valuable.
The crazy thing is, like, Iron Hands onto the Iron Bundle.
6 new cards. Are we gonna see enough to take a big KO?
I agree, it sounds delicious. Good. I love it.
Sure that Stéphane's doing his very best to try.
I don't think he's going to get it. 15 seconds.
I know you can take extra prizes with your Iron Hands, but the problem here is that you just not got enough time and Iron Hands doesn't do enough damage. Time has now officially been called. That is a tie.
Oh, what a way to end it. That sucks.